Hello again, guys. My name is Nito Bandito, and you are on the Stock Banditos, and we are on an amazing channel that has 32 subscribers. Can you believe that? These are our beginnings, and I'm extremely proud, okay? Therefore, today, I'm going to actually talk to you about some strategies on how to increase your wealth, like I always do, and I'm also going to talk to you about two SPACs that no one on YouTube is talking about. I'll make the case for those two SPACs, and then I'll tell you what to do with them. So don't go anywhere. I will see you in just a second. So guys, before we get to talking about these SPACs that I told you I'm going to talk to you about, there's something I want to tell you. I want to tell you how my journey with NIO began. It began around January 7th when I had actually bought 100 NIOs for an extremely cheap price. I mean, like the price was like nothing compared to where it is today. But before I talk about NIO, there's something else I need to talk to you about. And that one thing I want to talk to you about is very pivotal to how people behave in the stock market, okay? About do not buy high and sell low. And why is that? Let me tell you, if you were to go to battle with somebody, okay, and you are making advances into the enemy's territory, and you take a battle buddy with you, and you come under heavy fire, what do you want your battle buddy to do? I can tell you right now that if your battle buddy leaves you in the battlefield and starts retreating, you are going to sustain injuries. Such is the stock market, guys. In other words, you're not going to see green days all the time. You're going to come under heavy fire. And when you do come under heavy fire, it is actually recommended that you stand your ground. Because if you retreat, that means you lost. Remember, you don't lose on a stock until you sell it. So long as you have it, so long as you own that share, the value is already there. The minute you sell it, and if you sell it at a loss, that means you lost. So you don't lose unless you sell your shares. You want to take somebody with you who will withstand the embattlement of the battlefield, okay? Therefore, that is the one strategy that I want to talk to you about, because, I mean, I see a lot of people go like, oh my God, we lost a lot of money. No, you didn't lose a lot of money. You will lose the money when you sell the stock. And if you wait 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, and you're investing for the future, remember, you don't need this money. The reason why you brought this money into the stock market is because it was extra money and you wanted to invest it. So basically, you don't want to take that money out and put a down payment on a house or buy a car, cash or anything like that. You did that because you thought that there was an opportunity that this money can grow in an environment like the stock market. So don't freak out the minute you come under heavy fire. Do not freak out and sell your stock. As a matter of fact, the more heavy fire you take, the more you stand your ground. Therefore, there are a lot of people today who are buying NIO on the dip, and these are the ones who will cash in tomorrow. Now, if you cash out today, that means you've lost out, and then you have to see them coming into the stock tomorrow, and you go like, oh my God, I missed out. No, don't miss out in the first place. Stand your ground. The first video I've ever made actually reflected all these views that I'm talking to you about. The first video I've ever made, if you go back to that first video, okay, when I first established the channel, talks about these strategies. Okay, therefore, I don't want to preach for too long, but I want to tell you that if you do sell the stock, when the stock market is going down, you lose. The market doesn't lose, you lose. You brought your money in, but you're not cashing it out immediately. You brought your money in to grow over time. Sometimes they're going to be dips, and that's when you buy more, okay? You wait and see what opportunity you get to buy more and basically do your cost averaging, okay? So let me tell you how this began, and let me tell you, I'm going to take you through my portfolio as you see over here. I'm going to go to my account. First of all, I want to show you how much I'm up ever since I started investing in this. Now, I don't know if you can see this clearly, but I'm going to push all here, and I'm going to tell you I have not moved my stocks at all, not even once, ever since I actually put the money in NIO. And I'm up 727% ever since I started investing. Now, this number was at about 1,000% a few weeks ago, but that doesn't mean anything. Look at the graph right here. We are going through a bump. This is a bump, guys, because we've been climbing, we've been gaining, and all of a sudden we have a little bump. Now, watch this in the next 2 weeks. I will make a video in the next 2 weeks, and I'll show you how this will turn around as well. All right, so that's how it is, guys. I'm telling you, 98 shares of NIO. They were at about $500, and now look at us. We are at $4,139. This is something I want you to learn from. I did not sell when NIO was taking heavy fire. I will not sell when NIO is taking heavy fire today. So let's dive straight into it right now. So as you see in the news, you see that NIO is joining Tesla and other rivals in rush to offer more shares in electrical or electric vehicle companies. Why is it doing that? And what's going to happen to NIO after it does that? You know, when a company files for shares to sell more shares in the market, and I think we are talking about millions of shares, 69 million fresh shares right here, we are going to see some dilution of the original shares that the shareholders now hold, right? Because they're going to offer at a cheap price. Now, the thing about it, guys, is I want to talk to you about other things because this is news that brought NIO down by about 5 to 10%. In the last 2 days, I think NIO lost at least about 10% of its value, okay? So I'm going to tell you something about NIO that will give you some comforts. And remember, I told you I'm like a brother to you right here. So we are going to join in this brotherhood. 32 amazing subscribers. And I'm going to tell you right now that we have so many great things to look forward to. You're going to love what I'm going to tell you. Okay? Number one, NIO is expanding production. Why does NIO need money? Because it is expanding production. You can't do more production when you don't have enough money. Okay? So now NIO is upgrading the factories, and they're going to be actually able to make 30 cars per hour. All right? And, as you well know, NIO had a great month in December where it sold the most vehicles. That means that it is growing month to month. Every month it reports more sales than the month before. So what do we do here? Now that we know that NIO is expanding production, now that we know that NIO is actually gonna make cars in Europe, now that we know that NIO is able to actually produce 30 cars per hour of one of its models, which is the EO6, now that we know that NIO is expanding its technology. So let me tell you about this one article that I'm reading right now. It is on the Nasdaq.com, and it says NIO stock is a definite buy. Thank irrationality for the discount. So basically, as you see here, NIO had lost about 20% of its value over the last few days. Now, the question is, should investors avoid it, sell and move on to other things, or should they stay? And the answer is clearly here for you. It is a no. It is a big, big no-no. Why? Why is it a big no-no? Okay, think about it, and think about it very, very, very hard, because this is a key question. Now, in almost all of the people that talk about EV stocks on YouTube, almost all of them own NIO. They've entered into this. They bought into this company at different prices. Not everybody got in as I did, at like $4 or $5 a share. A lot of them have actually bought NIO in the territory, in the 17s territory, in the 18s, and the 20s territories, right? So they're about, I would say, like right now they're about 100% on their investment. Okay, I'm about 700% on my investment. But you see, like the market will always give you another opportunity to go in. All stocks in the market, no matter what they are, they go through some sort of correction. They go through some sort of speed bumps along the way. Okay? All stocks suffer a certain kind of sluggishness in their history. There's no stock that will be uptrending forever. Remember that. There'll be stocks that are great stocks that will dip immensely, that will become a great value to the investors, and thank God for rationality, some people will actually go and buy these stocks. But look at this right here. Now, Thank irrationality for the discount. So what are you doing right now? You're getting NIO at a huge discount. Whether you buy it today for 41 or 42 or tomorrow for 38 or 39, as long as you believe in the stock and you believe in the direction of the company, you will be okay and you will make a lot of money, okay? So I've outlined here for you, why you should not retreat under fire. And I also outlined for you why NIO is a great company, thinking about all the production that is going to happen in the future. And I told you that NIO will enter other markets and it will expand into other territories. When these news come out, that NIO is going to skyrocket. The funny thing about the stock market is you see a stock that gets beat down for a little while, and then all of a sudden you see 2 or 3 days and this stock skyrockets, and it keeps on skyrocketing for quite a while. The people keep on buying the stock like crazy, and it jumps up by leaps and bounds, and then all of a sudden you see NIO at about $100 a share. And then if you want to take some profit, you can do that. But do not sell out right now, and all of a sudden you get left out of the stock, and then you don't know when to get in. You won't be able to get in if the stock starts gaining momentum, okay? So that is the case for NIO. I'm going to actually put your mind at ease in ways you have never imagined. Let me tell you why NIO is not going to be delisted. Look at the owners, the top 10 owners of NIO. Just look. Just take a look. JP Morgan, Renaissance Technologies, SSGA Funds Management, BlackRock Funds Advisors. Does that ring a bell? Go research those guys, see who they are. Now, I'll tell you one other thing, which is very important. The ARK Investment Group, headed by Catherine Wood, look at their last purchases. Look at their last purchases. They bought 2.5 million shares of BK. They also bought 53 million shares of Baidu. Now, I'll show you the profiles of these shares or those companies. Look where they are. They are in China. These companies are in China. There'll be no delisting happening. These institutions are buying millions and hundreds of millions of shares in Chinese companies. And you know how intelligent Catherine Wood is. She's not going to put her hands into some company that will be delisted tomorrow. Therefore, Chinese EVs are here to stay. If you ingrain this in your mind, that Chinese companies are here to stay, they're here to stay, they're here to expand, they're here to spread their arms all across the world because they have the innovation, because they have the know-how, because they have the relationships, because they have the money, okay? Therefore, I am telling you right now, NIO will be on the rebound very, very soon. But where will you be when NIO rebounds? Take it from me. You need to buy NIO at a territory that makes you comfortable. So let's say you have a few $1,000s and you see NIO dip down to about $39 or $38. That is a phantasmical price, as a matter of fact. If we were to look at this price about 6 months from now or a year from now, you're going to see that NIO will make you more money than possibly any other investment you have in your portfolio. One that you will actually set and forget. All right, I hope I made the case for that. Now we got to talk about the SPACs. I don't want to spend the whole time talking about NIO, all right? So let's get to the next point right here, guys. So guys, as I promised you earlier, I told you I'm going to actually tell you the names of 2 SPACs, and I'm going to begin with the first one. And the first one is Red Ball Acquisition Corp. This is a SPAC that is designated to buy a portion of the Red Sox. Okay, as you can tell from the name Red Ball, it is interested in sports. And now I can tell you right here that when it became a SPAC, Tom's Capital Investment Management initiated holding in Red Ball Acquisition Corp. The purchase price is between $10.04 and $10.57, with an estimated average of $10.32. The stock is now trading at around $11.03. The impact to a portfolio due to this purchase was 11.03%. The holding was, 3,078,690 shares. Okay. So now we know that this is an acquisition corp, which is a SPAC. And we also know that this SPAC is about to buy a portion of this right here. We're talking about this SPAC expressing interest in buying a stake in the Red Sox, the winner of 9 World Series. Okay? And when they do, because Red Sox is not just one part, it is a part of a division of a larger business called the Fenway Sports Group, which also owns a Liverpool soccer club in England. If you're a soccer fan, you know who I'm talking about, and you know who Mo Salah is, and you know all these fantastic Mane and all these amazing names. I actually am a very avid follower of soccer, in particular Liverpool. I'm a Liverpool fan. So now, here it is for you. It is called Red Ball Acquisition Corp, and the ticker symbol is RBAC. And RBAC is going to actually buy the Red Sox. And when that happens, as you see right here, we have not moved much in the title. Through our investigation, we found out this title says Red Ball has an interesting potential. Heads you win, tails you don't lose much. Okay, so it's a win-win situation. All you have to do is hold the share and wait. And one of those days, when the merger is announced, you yourself are going to own part of the Red Sox, and your money is going to actually, hopefully, double. Okay, so that's the first SPAC I wanted to talk to you about. Alrighty, guys, now we come to the second one, and the second one is a good one. Why? Because the EV market has been red hot lately, and as you know, Workhorse, Lordstown Motors, all these things, Hylian, Nikola, Li Auto, Xpeng, so many EV names. Now these names have become a household name, and we don't know, but we know that the potential is massive. So what do I know about this one? Okay, so I promised you 2 SPACs. I like this one a lot. And let's call the SPAC Northern Genesis Acquisition Corp. NGA is the ticker symbol, and it is trading on the New York Stock Exchange. And I wanted to show you a synopsis of what's going on right here. Now, this is called the Lion Company, and the Lion Company is located in France. As you see, this is their main website. It's called the Lion Electric.com and /FR. FR is in French, and when you go to the page, you have the option to go English right here. So now I myself traveled Europe, and I actually rode something called a flexi bus. I had to ask my fiance to remind me of the name of the bus. I rode it from Belgium to Lille. Lille is a town in the northern part of France, and then I rode something called the Wii bus. We as one, so like yes, we for yes as in French, and we rode the Wii bus from Lille to Paris. So now I will tell you guys that the French love to ride buses. They love to ride buses. This company, as you will see right here, is actually an EV manufacturer promising zero-emission heavy vehicles, so on and so forth. They have a phenomenal design, and they really brag about their product over here. And as you see, the Lion 8 is a 100% electric Class 8 urban truck. So they're also making trucks. Trucks and buses is their specialty. But what do we know with all this? I mean, what do we want with all this? We want what is happening. What's going to happen? What's going to happen is they're a merger target for NGA. And that merger target is Northern Genesis Acquisition Corp. And you know, and I know, and it's a certitude at that point that when a SPAC merges with an EV, that SPAC skyrockets. It shoots. It explodes. And I'm going to tell you right now, I own the stock. And I'm going to tell you right now, go out and buy the stock, and you're going to make a pretty good amount of money. Buy it, hold it, till the news comes out, and then see where it goes and find a territory where you have made good gain on it. If you like to sell it when it becomes overinflated and overvalued, you can do that. But it is imperative that we look at these SPACs and anticipate what's going on. So NGA will merge with the Lion Company. That is a potential stock that will actually become a very, very... See, we have news over here. We have EV maker Lion Electric to go public through SPAC merger with Northern Genesis. And as you know, the French economy is growing annually at the rate of 8%. Now, China is growing at the rate of 10%. And I can tell you the United States is growing at the rate of 6%. So we have emerging markets, but they're not in the United States sometimes because, we have our own failures and we have our own hits as well. We have hits and misses, and so do any other economy. And I feel like the French love riding buses more than we Americans. So I feel like this is a very good prospect for us to get into, guys. My goal here on this channel is to make you money. I'm not a financial advisor, yet I love delving into the financial world, and I love investing in the market. We're going to put our money in the market. We're going to take some heavy fire. And what are we going to do, guys? We are going to stand our ground. We are going to make money, lots of money, okay? Remember, it is not a sprint, it is a marathon. And to all of you stock banditos, thank you so much for listening to me babble all that long. And I will see you on the next video. If you have any questions and if you like what you heard from me today, please don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification button. And if you don't like me or like this channel, please give me a thumbs down and leave me a nasty comment in the comment section. But I'll see you the next time around. Thank you so much, guys. Talk to you soon.